up, guys?
So welcome back to our channel.
Welcome.
So today we're doing what are we doing today?
We're gonna button up the interior. It's raining outside. We're gonna try to switch the rails over from those EK seats to the DA seats. So we're gonna swap those rails. We're gonna focus on everything in the back, seat belts and everything for the back seats. We need to get front seat belts. We don't have those yet, but we'll address that later. And then if you want to show them the dashboard, we're gonna replace. We have a new one. This is just the vents for the AC and heat, and the control is actually messed up. You can see there's wires everywhere. So we're gonna do that, button up. Hopefully, have the car looking like a car again from the interior wise, because this car hasn't looked like that for a while.
Yeah, so I know we spoke about the rear harness on this car and how the taillights don't really work, but for now we're just gonna bypass that. We're just gonna assemble the car, get some space in here, and we'll work on that once the car is ready, all assembled, because these panels come out, very simply, so it's not a big deal, and we could chase that better once we have more space and we don't have to worry about kind of protecting the paint or anything like that.
Yeah, we also are gonna order an ignition. We didn't realize this before, but it is broken. So this is a cool feature in these cars,
You see that thing? So the way to start this car is actually through this little thing here. You put a screwdriver in there, you turn it, and it cranks.
But that also has an issue. It has grounded out, and it makes some very interesting things happen. But we're gonna focus on that. Possibly try to mount up that other window. We're gonna get as much off of the floor and off of everything, so we have more working space. Because then we're gonna have to move a couple things over, shove the car in the corner, and cover it, so we could get to painting the other panels and show you guys a complete car.
All right, guys, let's get to it. just it's been a while since we last spoke. We've been kind of like going back and forth doing things like a couple times.
There was a lot of installing and removing.
Yeah, so
the same parts.
you know, we didn't record it, but we did go outside and take a lot of parts off of the parts car. We decided to keep the blue interior. If you guys remember one of the last videos, we were going back and forth on what color we wanted, how much we didn't want blue, but we just decided to keep the blue because our panels, first off, those panels are 100% different. Not 100%, but they're very different, so we can't even use them. So these panels are pretty decent. There's like a little rough around the edges.
They're actually in better condition than that car's anyways. So
yeah, some of the panels are definitely in better condition. You know, we see like things like the seat belts, the rear seats. We're gonna use the front seat rails. All right, guys. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit.
All right, guys.
So, see that face? The feet, right there.
Neither of the seats, not obviously not the ones that came on the car, nor the ones that are on that car, which are, so we have them laid out right here. If you want to just show them. So that's a 91 DA seat.
Integra DA.
Integra DA seat. This is a 96 to 2000 Honda Civic seat on this side. Neither of them work. This one bolts up perfectly to that car, the 2000 Civic seat.
To our parts car.
Yeah. These red.
So, throughout this all, I mean, I've owned 2 of these before, and never have I owned an 88 or an 89. I've always owned a 90 or 91. I guess are the most popular ones. So basically, when we bought the parts car, we had no idea they were gonna be so different. You know, we knew like some of the bumpers are a little bit different. That's about it. We thought.
That's all we knew that was actually different.
Yeah, but the way the seats are, the seat on this are actually like super narrow. They're maybe, I mean, I measured these, the Integra DA seats, they're like 18 inches in the front and 19 inches in the rear. These Civic seats, they're 16 and a half in the front and like 17 in the rear. So, but the original seats, if we were to pull out the carpet and show you guys, they're super narrow. They're maybe like 12 inches wide. The railings.
It's crazy.
And now we're kind of stumped, and we either have to get like custom rails and put them on stock seats, buy aftermarket seats, or even try to find an 88, 89 Honda Civic and take the parts off of it.
The seats, yeah.
Sorry, the seats off it, and the other miscellaneous parts that we've been missing, you know?
I don't really remember what we're missing.
Well, I mean,
this is kind of disappointing.
You know, maybe we could find a decent carpet that's better fitted than this,
yeah, this carpet is horrible. I mean, we were hoping to have the interior complete.
I mean, it is pretty complete. I guess we'll show you now. So
we're still in the process. The carpet is all, they cut it incorrectly and stuff like that.
So I mean, passenger side windows on, driver side, rear windows on, rear seats are in. It's kind of dark back here now. We're just missing the like plywood panel that goes here. The other car has one, but we may just make one.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up making one.
Both side panels are on. We got a headliner now, guys. See that?
And
so
a
cool.
rear mirror. That's an upgrade.
And a rear view mirror. We didn't have one before. We got seatbelts in the rear now. We're working on seatbelts on the front.
Which is also why we need to find an 88 to 91 Civic. Because parts like that, like on the 90 to 91, the seatbelts, the front seatbelts, are on the door. On these cars, they go bolted on as traditional. It's kind of crazy to think that they made so much differences, and the cars didn't really look that different. These moldings, we were gonna use them from the parts car. These are wider than the ones that car came with. Yeah. It's so many little things. I mean, we definitely obviously got a decent amount of parts from it. It's just disappointing. We could have had the interior completely assembled for you guys today. That's what we were aiming for.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what we come up with. I think it's still a great success. You know, there is some downs, but we've accomplished a lot today. It took a lot. You know, there's like bolts that we kind of just, when we were taking the car apart, we were kind of like madmen. We just started throwing stuff over here, over there. You know, now like that we're trying to put the car back together, we're like looking for things and we can't find them. Luckily, we have the parts car, which, you know, the more that we take away from the car, I'm like, the less value it has, and the more likely we are to have to junk it or have to keep it for some reason. So
I mean, I got awesome ideas if we have to keep it. But.
Yeah, like we're like considering. So if you guys have any good ideas that we could do with that car, you know, maybe just put that in the comments below, and we, you know, we'll consider all options. Yeah. Also, we on the parts car, we've made so far, I think it's $250 back because we sold the wheels that the car came with. So right now we're into that car with a dolly I think it's $300.
$350, I think it was.
Yeah, like $300. So that's not bad at all. I know I could definitely get $300 for that from anyone, just taking it as is without the interior, you know.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, since we're so cramped up in here, I know a lot of it's just garbage, you know, and a lot of parts and stuff we've been buying. So what we're gonna do is, once we're done with this thing, we're gonna take all our trash from this car and any other trash that we don't need here, that's not like trash, but like any extra parts that come from this build and that we're not gonna use. We're just gonna throw all in there, and then it's gonna be like a clean out like garage sale kind of thing. You know, I'll post it up for like $400. Take $350 for it. Get it out of my face.
We're at $500 because everything to get the car running is still there. So
yeah, the car will run definitely. We just gotta touch on things because since we need that car gone ASAP, we need it running so people can see it driving. So yeah, I mean that's it for today. We know things took a crazy turn of events. We ended up keeping the blue interior. You know, the parts car was kind of useless for the most part. We just wasted a lot of time, you know, just besides getting it, taking things apart, coming back inside, seeing if things work, if we can make them work. It was just a mess. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Please follow. No, what is it? Turn your notifications on, like, and comment, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. So that's it, guys. Thank you.